Okay. Hello. Oh, geez, I opened up Drakenheim and there's a lot of stuff going on there. Okay, I've rearranged some things so the mic might be, uh, you know, a little crazy. Yeah, so we're gonna do some map making today. Hope everybody's okay with that. Because I have a desperate need for city streets. But I want it all to match. So that's my biggest thing is I like to have everything feel like they all come from the same world. So I typically have all of my maps made in Dungeon Draft. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So the plan is to make some city streets, but to make them both like deteriorated, like you'd find in Drakenheim, since it's a city hit with a meteor. But then also make some maps that aren't completely destroyed, and then use those for Everyday Dragons, my magazine that's coming out. Which, if you haven't heard, you should go check out. There's a video somewhere. Go look at it. Or go to the Patreon and you can learn more about it there. But regardless, I'm going to need maps for that too. So I'm hoping to like knock out like 2 birds, 1 stone. Actually 3, because I'm also doing a video this week with maps then. Although I have another one planned because I have so much content that's like been stacked up and waiting. Feelings of what? Multitude? Is that how you say that word? Can be tricky to get. I feel like that's true. Like it's a I can show you the one. So I got the Drakenheim Foundry like thing for free, and then I was like, actually, I would totally run a game in this. Verisimilitude. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, so I think I would have they have lots of maps in it, and they are all made with Dungeon Draft. So that's cool. So I can literally just add, because I have Dungeon Draft, I can make them look similar. But let me just show you, like, they only give you 1 city map. Hold on. Wait for it. I'll show you what it looks like. I just predict it not being enough. Well, I know it's not enough because we've already done a few, like, traveling in the city, and I've had to draw things out. Here it is, city streets. I have to open it. And I've already used this one twice. And hold on, wait for it. I have to open it, activate the scene. Oh, I activated the wrong scene. And then I have to share my screen. Da-da-da-da. Actually, we'll hit F11. You can get full screen. Look at that. I haven't tried City Streets and Dungeon Draft yet, but the need is coming up. Perfect timing. Yes, right? So this is the one they give you, which is nice, right? Like, it's got the purple glow, although it looks more purpley pink. I have a filter on this because like lighting in here is not the best. But this is the one they give you. Yeah, it is pretty cool. And so the plan is to kind of, I don't want to say recreate this, but make more streets and alleyways so that we can use it for other things. Because at the moment, what I did was this. Oh, I deleted it all. But I have this is a street corner, and then I drew on here little like buildings with the pen. I just did this. I was like, oh. Draw, this is a building, and then this is a building, and I had trees. So I was like, this is a tree, but it's dead. So it was like, it worked. Spur of the moment, because I don't know how many people here are doing Drakenheim or whatever, but Drakenheim has that like table, that roll table, and for every hour that you're in the city or like moving through the city, you're supposed to roll on that to see if there's a random encounter. And we did, and they ran into a manticore, and I was like, well, I don't have a map for this. So the plan is to make like 5 different variations of city streets. I'm also going to rotate them because I think that'll give me an additional set of maps, and even just rotating it a little bit, I think can like confuse them. Hi, Flint. Here you can see Flint. Here he is. He's happy that the desk is clean. What are those things called? Like interchangeable possible buildings or dungeon parts? Tiles. They're our assets. You could call them assets, but on Foundry, they are called tiles. There's like a whole tile builder. We're going to have to share. Can you? Come on, buddy. There we go. Get your claws. All right. I'm going to have to take off this dice bracelet, though, because it like digs into my wrist while using the computer. I didn't draw these out. Usually I use like a dot grid and I like do a rough draft first. I didn't do that. So instead, we are going to take, I am going to take this and put it, we're going to like do a split screen thing here so that I can see the other map so I can kind of mimic it, get the same style. Oh, the other thing it does, I should show too, is it actually, well, go back. Have you considered making different styles for the tiles based on the different parts of the city you might be making it for? I mean, I could do that, but then it's just as long to like put them all on there. And the attention span of my group is very small. So if I just have a whole bunch of different style ones that I can just pull from instead, it would be easier. Hi, Flinty. The other thing I wanted to show was this lighting stuff. So if I turn them off, you can really see the difference. But this also just suggests to me what I need to do afterwards to kind of make it look purple. And the other thing is in Drakenheim, there's that mist that kind of seeps the color out of everything. So I need to keep that in mind when making my Drakenheim specific ones. But essentially, we're going to try to make a couple maps that are, I'm going to just put this over here, make it smaller. Yes, I know. We don't care right now. We just want to see it and get this out of here. But we're going to make, hi. I need you to be smaller. There we go. We're going to make a map that kind of looks like this style, both in a not destroyed version and a destroyed version. And Ad just had the audacity to interrupt you. Oh, sorry. I did put it on very moderate, like very low ads, but you know, it does whatever it wants. YouTube decides that stuff, not me. Not meaning to sextuple your workload. It's always big. I feel like as a DM, your workload is always huge. So, you know, anything I could do to make it just a little bit smaller. It would be different too if it were like miniatures or like terrain pieces. I think I'd have fun then. You know, it'd be like, it'd be like building Legos or something. You know what I mean? Like putting together a whole map that way. But since I don't do that, because that would be it would be a time sink, sure, but it would also be a money sink. So, and then I'd have to paint it. Oh, it would be crazy. I would love to do it because I think it's so neat, but it's too much work. But I think if I were doing it more in like a physical way, it would be fine. But because like what we do is I put a table or a TV on the table. We have in a little wood box and we display the maps that way. So that's what I'm going to do here. A longer group attention span is on my Christmas gift list. Mine too. Send that ad into the mist. I don't know if these mists would do anything to ads or if it would just change the husks into like groupies or something. Okay. What is the biggest map width and height that Foundry supports? Because I made a couple and they just show blank when I try to make a scene in Foundry. I'm not sure what the biggest width and height is. I can tell you that if you want the best results, to save them as either a WebP file, because it really, you can have high quality, but then it won't like take up as much room. And if it's not showing up, you could always cut your map in half and then have use like Monk's tile token and have it active tile tokens. Is that what it's called? And have it so like if they hit the edge, then they teleport to the other scene. I've done that before. Particularly do that with things that have multiple levels. But there was also a huge castle in what was Horde of the Dragon Queen, and I had to do that because it would not load on Foundry for some people, and some people have like lower resolution monitors, and it was hard for them to load. So things. Hi. DM who just switched to Foundry, and your tutorials have been wonderfully helpful. I'm glad. I'm not doing Foundry today, though. I'm doing, well, I mean, we're in Foundry at least, but we are making maps today because I have an obsession and I need city street. Do you mean assembling an actual city street? Oh, you know, like with the models, yeah. I'm gearing up to run a DC-20 campaign on Foundry, and Cantrips is, oh, that's great. I'm glad. Dreading the increased demand for visual or graphic design performance. What do you mean by that? I'm not used to having to make art or crafts just to run games. I mean, you don't have to. This is a personal preference. I enjoy doing this, so I do it. You don't have to do that crap. And if they expect that, then they need to find a different table, is really what it is, if you ask me. I do this because I enjoy it. I do think my players enjoy it. They like the visuals, but I don't do it for them. All this stuff is for me. I just want to play D&D, and I also like map making. Okay, so what's everyone's thoughts on the D&D Direct? Like, what's coming? I haven't watched the D&D Direct. Is that today or yesterday, or it was recently? Felt that. I think. If I wasn't scared, I'd enjoy it more. Scared of doing the art part or the software? Oh, sorry. The software scares me. Sometimes if I don't have enough time to, I'll just tell my players, we're doing Theater of the Mind today. Yep, that's the way to do it. Or you do what I did. I don't know if you saw, and you just make one of these grids and you're like, draw it out. And that's what we did. I think so not to preach, but I'm gonna preach. If you're afraid of doing like art or like map making or any of that, you know, the only way to get better is to keep doing it. So as much as I want to say like don't be afraid, I think it's totally natural to be afraid of using things like this, but the only way to get better is to keep doing it and to get feedback and actually listen to that feedback. You know, there's some people who don't listen to feedback. So I don't want to be, I'm not going to be mean, but maybe just try. You never know. And you might be surprised, like you might think your skill is really bad, but then other people are like, actually, if you just did this, it'd be perfect. And that's kind of how I started out. So, you know, all right, we really need to make maps. How big is this map? I can't see the grid on here because it's too small. Let's go to configure grid. Grid size is 200. Does it say how big the map is? Somewhere. No. You know what we'll do though? We'll change the grid white, which is what I have to do anyway, because when we play on the TV, if I don't have the grid white, since their tokens don't snap because they're physical tokens. I don't have them down here, or I would show you, but they're physical tokens, and so they don't snap. So you gotta like actually make them white. I had to do that for like most of these. Actually, I should do it for a couple other ones too. White, solid lines. There you go. Lots of chats. Every artist says that. So I don't consider myself an artist, so consider that. I imagine it's well and truly part of your lifestyle. It wasn't. I don't think it was until about 2018, 2019. So there's that. Because growing up, I'm one of 3 sisters. Okay, here's some backstory. I'm one of 3 sisters, and growing up, my middle sister, so I'm the oldest, the next oldest in our family, she was always drawing, she was always painting, she was the artist of the family. And then my other my other sister, my youngest sister, she was always the videographer. She does a lot with animation and stuff now, and so she also was into art. And for some reason, I never thought that I was good at art because I was always constantly comparing myself to my two younger sisters. Surprise! Though sometimes the older sister can compare too. So I never thought of myself as like creative. I really didn't think of myself as good at art or anything or design. And then I started working in marketing, and of course, the biggest hole that was in our like department was social media. And then I started having to make graphics for social media, and then I started realizing that I really liked graphic design, so I started like self-teaching and learning software and stuff. And so here we are. I don't consider myself an artist in the sense of like, I can't draw people worth crap. You ask me to draw someone, I think proportions are super hard and I just can't get it. But I can draw like everyday objects. I just drew, actually, let me put this other thing on here. Hold on. Oh, sorry, Flanky. Oh, gosh. I just drew. It's going to be real hard to see because it'll be blurry. But I drew this. I'm also making a DM screen. I don't know if I talked about this. I'm making a DM screen. But I wanted some images that were like hand-drawn. Oh, you can't see it at all. Hold on. There we go. Here's the gelatinous cube. But I just like, I can draw inanimate objects or mythical creatures because there's not a lot of proportions there, you know? If their eyes are wonky, it's a wonky monster. Here you go. I drew a mimic. These are for my DM screen, which I will be making a video of later this week and then posting eventually. But I'm going to print them and cut them out and use them in a thing. Thanks. I don't know if that I could ever sell those because obviously, is a mimic, are they, I can never remember. I know Beholder and Displacer Beast and Illithid are all like D&D IPs. A mimic and a cube aren't, right? I feel like they aren't. Okay, gotta catch up. So, you imagine inaccurately. I have a hard time with that too. I typically have to have references. So like all of those I had like a reference to sketch based off of, and then I just tweak it and turn it into my own thing. Not like that would ever happen with sisters, right? Comparison is a thief of joy. I like you. You're very, very smart, wise. That was the word I was looking for. So you're always running games, pretty much. I'm almost always running games. You're an art teacher and an art jockey? No, heck no. I am an artist. This person. Okay, I am an artist. Game mastering is my medium. Oh, okay. Many skills come together in different ways. Yes, they do. It's like mimics are insanely popular. Did you see this little mimic guy? Look at him. He's cute. Hey. He's got my emergency dice in here. The ones I need if I'm at the computer and I need to roll a d20. Yes, you see mimics all over anime. That's why I'm thinking it's not. It's probably like Creative Commons. So I probably could turn that into an actual thing, like a pin or something. Part of my mind is always working on a game, always thinking and prepping. I feel like that's the other thing is downtime. If you have downtime, you can think more about other things and be more creative. If I spend time with you in chats, will some of your genius and or focus rub off on me? Well, only if he stays in the chat. Don't leave. All right. A mimic is in the SRD. Thank you for checking. Good. That's what I like to hear. Anyway, okay, so we are map making today. We actually have to map make. We've already spent 20 minutes not map making. All right, so here we go. We're trying to recreate this feel. So I think they use, this is definitely path. I don't know how they might have special textures, which will be kind of a pain in the butt since I don't use any special textures ever. But sorry, we're just analyzing this. They also have the shadows on, which I hate, but I will put them on to match aesthetically. Oh, my cat just ran away. A lanternfly. I don't know if anybody else is having lanternfly issues, but a lanternfly got in the house, so he's been a little crazy. He doesn't kill them though. He just like chases it around the house. Like, come on, you have one job. Pay your rent, pay your dues. Ash, my other cat, however, she will kill it and she will bring it to me and be like, here, this is what I brought this for you because you're a lazy hunter. Could you take all the walls and use them for tons of different shapes? Okay, so here we go. So this one's got a big hole in it, too. So we need some that are kind of intact because there are some random encounters in Drakenheim that definitely do like there's like an old shop, so you go inside and then there's 2 mimics in there, so we might need to add some that are like that too. How big is this? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32. So probably 32 by 32, or I counted wrong. Also possible because it was kind of hard to do that. Okay. We don't want, we need the object and the wall shadows. Do you have the wall shadows? Yeah. But look at how bad. No, we're not doing it. I just can't. You can't. Because like the shadows, you see how it like gets weird? I don't know. It just looks weird with the shadows. Like if I want shadows, I typically do it my own way. I guess object shadows would be okay, but the walls in particular, like look, it just like stops here. Like the shadow doesn't stop because of a door. You know what I mean? Like that's weird. So we'll turn on the object one because consistency. I want consistency. All right. Oh, I don't know what map packs I have on. Actually, I need to swap these because this is the reference. And oh, it's too far. Yes, I know. It's too small. Okay. Oh, I was going to have music on too. Hold on. I made a whole playlist for us. Tell me if it's too loud. It's going to be too loud for me. There you go. Are all your maps going to be nighttime? So this is not nighttime. Technically in Drakenheim, it's all, you don't travel at night in Drakenheim, ever. And you can't really like sleep in Drakenheim. But the haze kind of sucks the color out of everything. So it feels dark. And also there's just like a layer of weird mist. So it's like, I imagine how Barovia is, which is kind of funny because like this group, we did Curse of Strahd together. So we went in from one mist into another mist. But yeah, so all right, let's work on terrain. So we need it to be dark. I do have extra ones, which I do have the commercial license for all of these, so I could sell it if I wanted. Which is nice, but oh, black sand. Oh, I'm using the wrong button because I was just saying Foundry. That's way too dark though. So this is a pack I found. It's called Scronce. That's just a person. But they have terrain and items and stuff, but they're all in a similar style. This would work probably. Yeah, that first campaign was like a long time ago. I just recently got into it, so I think these are probably the best. We need probably some rockiness. We probably need, we could do that. Although maybe we could change the, this is gravel, right? Uh-huh. Smooth blending on. I want it to just, okay. I guess we should. What happened with the music there? That was weird. All right. I don't know how I want the terrain to be exactly yet. You know, we'll have like a road. We're going to use that other form, so. Okay. Can you just color the entire map bluish gray? You can, actually. Looks like I'm backseat map making. Okay. No worries. I'm here. I'm here for a while. Gotta make a bunch of them. I don't know that I'll make that many on stream. What am I looking for? It's not that. Path? Is that what it is? No, it's not path. No. What am I looking for? What is it called? Material brush. That's what it is. Okay. Cobblestone tile. Oh, these must be other ones. Okay. This does not need to be below ground. It needs to be ground. Below water. We don't think we'll have water on here, so we'll put it there. So, okay, that's fine. 1, 2. So it's about 4 across. Can I hold shift? Does that make it straight? No. That's a Photoshop thing. Alt to get rid of it a little. There you go. Oh, you can tell I'm using a mouse. It's never super straight. 4. Do they have any? So they have some sort of alleyway back here that looks slightly different. So I could add like a small alleyway here. Undo, please. Okay. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so we need to make buildings that aren't torn to shreds and buildings that are torn to shreds. Your skills have improved since the last time I jumped into a map making stream with you. I think it was a map making stream with you. I don't know. Could be anything. Oh, laptop dying. Yes, I'm always rambling. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Thank you, though. I don't know if my skills have improved. I doubt it, honestly. Looks easy so far. Right, yeah, I just do streets. We haven't gotten to the complicated stuff yet. Okay, so actually, we don't need the inside of the buildings if we're doing a street that is not demolished, right? I think it'll be easier to make one that's not demolished and then follow up with breaking everything, right? Destroying it. Maps for Dragon Eye. My players entered Queen's Garden Park or Park Garden. I can read. Sorry, I'm a little dyslexic actually. Oh, that's cool. Where are we? They just entered St. Brenna's Chapel? Is that what it is? The one with the mummy in it? Spoilers. Yeah, they just entered. We were supposed to have our session on Sunday, and we did not because one of our players, her car broke down, and in fact, her brakes were what broke, and so obviously we did not want her to come out for that. All right, so we're just gonna draw the buildings. I think most of the time they have wood floors. We're gonna do this. It's when it changes music. It like plays both songs at the same time. And it's very strange. Sorry for that. Okay, so the other thing is not all buildings are perfectly square. So I say as I make a perfectly rectangular one. And they typically are like really close to each other. This one could be... Oops. That's fine. You can tell you're more comfortable with the controls. I don't know about that. What system are you using to make your maps? I am using Dungeon Draft. It's $20, or it was $20 when I bought it. And there are so many people who make assets for it, but if you're asking me, just start with what they have and learn those first before you start adding more assets, because it gets real complicated really fast. My players spend 7 hours of session in the chapel. They took a long time to figure out. They already figured out. Well, they didn't figure out anything. They just opened one and then we stopped. So not hearing any music. You know why? I had it muted. Try again. Good job, Kai. I know how to stream. You guys are like, oh, you're getting better at map making. I should also learn to stream. Okay, so we'll do this. I like to imagine that maybe the buildings, like, they added on over time. We could do some crazy shapes too, I guess. We shouldn't. We're trying to do fast. We're trying to make it not so complicated. Not make any building stand out more than another because it's a generic map. Nothing here. Let's do like a long one here. Actually, let's do... Now is the music too loud though? You guys gotta let me know. See? That's this thing. So weird. It like does that to like switch to the next song. This is Opus by Describe, which I also got for free and have been trying to test it out because they want me to do I am making maps for random encounters. That's why I can't be too specific. It's got to be like generic enough that no one's gonna, you know, want to search out every aspect of it. What am I looking for? No. Roof tool. Over. Tool. What do they have on this one? All different kinds. So we'll do that too. Is that it? No. Which one is it? This one? Oh. So wait a second. I always forget how to. I hate the roof thing. Okay, so we'll just do this and it'll be fine. Yeah. And some different ones. Can't you change manual? That's what it is. Okay, change the width. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, oh boy, not 4, 2. Right. Undo. Up. So you guys are like, oh, she's really getting it now. It's got this little part here. Hold on. There you go. There you go. I am getting better, maybe 3. So we need... The music makes everything you're doing seem more frantic. Well, it's probably the story of my life. There you go. Is that how roofs work? Connect to the center? You don't always have to connect to the center, huh? Let me just look. Oh, well, it kind of needs to connect here. Yeah. Especially when the music changes. Oh, okay. Big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Divided by 2. What is that? 3.25? Right? Is that math? It is, but it's gonna be slightly off. On. Let's turn the snap off. Nope, grid on, snap off. Here. Got it. Oh god, no. Hit the wrong button. Gotta right click to stop moving things around. I don't know these technical terms for... Ooh, not that one. Oh, right. Hold on. Quick box. I do this. It doesn't look right. Alright. Fine. Do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Divide by 2. 6.5. Oh. Yeah, what am I here? Off. And we have to be over. Dang it. Oh, it's too big. What? Definitely better, you just can't see it. It's the slow boil of the frog type thing. Okay. Hi! Welcome. Can you spin a prefab on its axis? What do you mean? Like, rotate it? Should be able to. Let's see. Oh, not that one. That's a... Let's see. So you put the prefab down, then you go to this little arrow thing at the bottom, and I think you can just select it all, and then you can rotate it. Is it? It helps if you zoom in and can see. Wait a second. Is it? I've done it before, I thought. Yeah, you just click and drag. I'm just a dummy. But I think if you hold a button, is it Shift or Alt? Alt will snap it. You see how it's snapping at certain angles? That's how you do it. You don't need this table. Oh, gosh. Okay, good enough. Back to the roofs. Now, will you be using levels with this map? No, I will not be. Because I don't want to. These are for random encounters. So it's more just to have something so they can visualize things than anything else. And I don't really, like, I'm not even caring too much about the insides on this particular one. But I'm just gonna do this. Quick box. Call it a day. It'll be fine. It's not the best, but oh gosh. Right. Yeah, that's too big. I didn't count. Oh, other way. Oh god, oh gosh, stop. Okay, there you go. That's pretty good. Ooh. Okay. I have no idea what's on this playlist, by the way. I like made it, but I made it by typing in to Opus City and then selecting all of those and adding it to the playlist. So who knows? Actually, we should do it so that it's hanging off the screen. No, don't let me. That's okay. That's good enough. Then we do these. Manual. Oh, keep doing it the wrong way. There we go. All right, so we got some buildings. Oh, that's a neat detail. So little tiny, I try to zoom in. There you go. You got like a great, what is this though? Do all of them have that? No. But you see it comes out a little bit, and then they have like 2 different types. This is probably how you get into this building. So sewer grates. Why is it like this? Okay. I don't know. Texture. Always need texture. The map will feel flat. Okay. I guess let's do some objects first in a not destroyed town, yes? So a not destroyed town. How did they do this? Wait, this little crack. Because they did make these are made with Dungeon Draft. I don't know if they have special assets though, of course. You know, anybody can download extra assets, but most of them look like vanilla. I don't even know how they did the roof though. You see this? Like, that's gotta be an asset pack of some sort. We're gonna figure it out. Or we're gonna make up our own thing, which is most likely. But this is not ruined. So let's do some... We can always come back and add terrain since it's on its own thing, on layer. I'm gonna put these... I try to use layers every time. I try to use layers. It's just like Photoshop or any other thing. I'm like, I gotta make sure these are in different layers so that it's like perfect. And I just always forget. So we'll do second layer for like everything at a normal height. Is there a thing that says like city? A tag for city? Probably not. That is one thing. I wish their tag system was better, or that you could create your own tags. So, fine then. We will just search for, let's do grate for that sewer grate. We use this one. Why is it so small? Scale. Or maybe theirs is so big. Well, if you think about it, these buildings are pretty big. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55. They are pretty big. It's a big building. Let's try 2 though. Yeah. Okay, so anybody know anything about sewers? I don't want it to snap. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll come back. We'll make it look better. That music, so weird. Technically, they'd put grates at the bottom of hills, right? They're very smelly. Yes, that's all I know as well. I've never been in one, so I wouldn't know. Or I don't know how they would... I guess my thought process was like how they would, where they would put grates at, you know? But I guess typically at the bottom of hills or, you know, to catch the water. But that's all I got. Lamp. Okay, wheels. None of those are lamps. It doesn't even have the word lamp in it. Okay, that's very weird. I don't see one. They made their own. I see what they did here. I see you. All right. Let's make our own then. All right, so we need this. Actually, we should use this one because we can color it. And I'm gonna color it gray. They think they could get me, but they wrong. Okay. That is way too big though, so this one needs to be probably 0.5. Oh, too small. 0.75. Yeah, that's probably right. Let's do some snapping to make them line up. Do like that. We're gonna save this too. Pole. No, a column, I guess. Is what I'm looking for. Romans were pretty good at that stuff. Yes. But it took a long time for other civilizations to get the whole pipe, the smelly stuff away thing. Yes. What am I looking for? Something that looks like a column. Yeah, this doesn't have to be. Ooh, here we go. Oh, we combine these. And then there was that one that said torch. Okay. This one we cannot snap. Okay. Can I get the shadow off of this? Well, if I do that, then it won't be a shadow. This is why I hate the shadows. A lot. Alright, we're gonna have to move these around. Just a little bit. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Save that baby as a prefab. Furniture? It's a street lamp. Is that a structure? Who made these naming conventions? I did. Street lamp. Bam. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Trying to zoom out. Gotta hold control. There you go. Is it grouped? Hopefully it is. Oh yeah, it looks like it's grouped. Yeah. So, I actually think this would go here really well. Copy paste. Paste. How many lamps do they have? Like 2. This is not destroyed city though. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, maybe it's not. Oh, because these aren't made into a prefab right now. These are just copy paste objects. There you go. Lamps. Probably don't need this one. You can always get rid of things. Just like put more stuff. And then you can always delete stuff. Also, you should have them hang off. Hi, welcome back. I didn't go anywhere and I've made lamps. That's about it. Street lamps, to be precise. All right. Oh, that's a dead body. All right, so without all the rubble, other things they have are wagons. What else would you find? I guess barrels in an alley. Let's work on the textures too a little bit as we go here. So first I need actually, what is it called? Material brush. I always forget what it's called. I need the snap-on, I think. And Alt to delete a little because I just wanted to come out just a little. Oh. There you go. Mimicking the style. What else? We need to add the pattern. Oh, yeah, so here. Okay, now that we have buildings too, we can kind of do this better. So I don't know if this is true, but I imagine there's some sort of foundation underneath these, right? So, not that. Gravel. Do you have it using this smooth? And this is like that. But the pattern for the gravel is always intense. No. Okay, I feel like that's where that house would come out. I think it'll be a lot of fun to destroy this after we get to destroying it. Is that my chaotic neutral coming out? I think it is. Chaotic neutral? Am I chaotic neutral or chaotic good? I'm probably chaotic good. Until I'm a DM. I think there'd be a road here. Don't worry, we're not leaving it like that because that's gonna be ugly. You know, there are people who get to map, get to map make all the time. That's what they do for a living. That would be fun. It would be fun, but do you take commissions? As soon as you take commissions, I think it would be less fun. Okay. And this does really look like sand. It's okay. Back door. I like that somebody was just here for the rambling. Is that what I'm known for on YouTube now? The D&D Rambler. The tabletop RPG Rambler, I guess. Someone left a comment on one of my videos and it was just like, D&D sigh. And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know what you're expecting, sir. D&D is where we started. Although I guess I could see wanting like D&D or like Foundry videos for other table like top games. So that I could see. But I was very confused. I don't like that. Let's do a tile instead. Like a pattern. I'm just gonna put some stuff down for a second. Just look at it. It's so bright. Can I change the color? Just darker gray. Let me look at it without the grid too. Okay, it could work. Here's how we make it work. Okay, I don't know. I think the limestone is the way to go, actually. We just have to maybe do it bigger brush. Not that big. Just... Don't worry, we're gonna sap the color from everything anyway. I am trying to make a core expansion for 5e, and when I asked for feedback on Reddit, I got a lot of D&D 5e sigh comments. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Reddit is... I don't go to Reddit for anything because Reddit is just like... It's like the place of negativity. It's like where people go to complain about stuff that... And I don't know. There's enough negativity in my life, you know, from other people. I don't need that. Nobody needs that. So I just avoid Reddit. But, yeah, I don't know. I get it. Wizards of the Coast is bad, but you think D&D is ever gonna go away? I don't. You can hate the corporation. The corporation's not what makes the game, though. Oh god, sorry, but... Okay. I'm just trying to add variation to the blank sections here, because I just don't want it to look too much like sand. And I want it to have variation. I want to be able to look at this and be like, oh, something different to see. I confess, I don't play D&D, but I love to see your videos. Oh, well, that's okay. So you don't have to play with D&D to like my videos. In fact, you could do map making for a lot of different things. D&D is more than Wizards, yes. The SRD and Black Flag have forever made D&D a product of the people. That was a very, I don't know, like political answer? But yes, I agree. Like, there's no reason to get all up in arms about people playing D&D. You can get up in arms about Wizards and their stupidity, but honestly though, it's a corporation. I don't know what anybody else expects. Like, as someone who has worked for a corporation before, not that corporation, but a corporation, I can tell you that the miscommunication between the people and the bigwigs is just kind of a result of being a corporation. So you have to kind of, you know, let it go, I guess. I mean, the best way to like fight against something like that is to do, you know, boycotts or whatever, but what am I doing? I'm talking too much. That's what I'm doing. I have other brushes in here. I just don't... no. These ones are from Scrots, so they're extra. You know me, I don't really like the extra. I mean, this will be extra already. What else do we have? So we could probably have barrels. This is the non-destroyed version of the place. Ooh, okay. Does that mean my music's done? We got to the end already? Play again? Since I didn't have it on for you guys, I had it on, but let's just put some little barrels in the back here. Actually, I have some prefabs. Let me see what kind of prefabs I have. Save myself some work. Those aren't mine. Storage. Oh, that's too many barrels. Although I could still use it. No, it's too many barrels. Furniture. Oh, the garden beds would be good. I need the grids back on. Turn the snap off. Of course, we'll have to destroy all these later. You know what? They'd probably be in the front. Okay, let's turn this one. Shift, Alt, Alt. Go. For a while, when you tried to turn stuff, it wouldn't turn correctly for me and it would get all wonky. I'm glad that they fixed that because I think it was a bug. Prefabs. Back to... Where's number 2? I have garden bed big 1 and garden bed big 3. My naming convention is off here. All right. I love all these, but they don't help. Blue mushroom. Okay. Oh. Interesting. I forget what I have in these things. Pile of wood. Oh yeah, my telescope. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, I didn't have that many prefabs. I transferred computers and I never transferred all my prefabs over to this computer. Regret. But actually, I was like, it's fine. I'll just build new ones. Plus, they were naming conventions on those were like, pff, bad. Okay, so I got some little flower beds. We wanted to do barrels in the back here. Go back up to 1. This we can snap, I guess. Just gonna pile them back here. Oh, a barrel rack. There we go. Do they collect rainwater in cities? That's illegal in PA, I think. Right, would they do that in medieval times? Probably, right? Where did you get the stone texture? Which stone texture? This one on the roads is built in. It's under material brush. It's this guy right here. Other stone textures, the only one I'm using that's not built in under terrain is this sand gray one, and it's from Skront. SKRONT''S. I don't know where that I got it from. I don't remember. I think it was like map or digital cartographer, or I don't know. But if you type in Skront and Dungeon Draft assets, you will find it. Okay, I mean, like that's on. Like 2 things on at the same time. Okay. But yeah, all these other ones are built in. So, whoop. Okay, so back to objects. What else do we put? Crates. Crates of... Oh, we need... You know what we need? We need like a wagon. So these ones too are Skront. These ones that you can color are all from that same guy. I think we'll put a wagon here. Off to the side. And then crates. I'll put crates of food on there. Under the house. You mean like this? Or this part? Those are all the textures here. So I got our terrain. This is the rocky one that looks like that. This is the limestone one. That's the white one. And this is the gravel one. And then this is just walls. So. I do have it with smooth blending turned on. If you turn it off, it looks like this. So. We want barrels. Crates of food. Let's do bananas. Bananas are yellow, yeah. Zoom, zoom, zoom. How about some apples? Red apples, green apples, potatoes. And I don't know, crates of other stuff. There we go. Sacks. I wonder if I had a prefab for this. I probably did. And if I didn't, I do now. There you go. Let's see. Sometimes it's nice to just like go through all the objects and just like peruse. Because also I feel like it, oh, there's holes here. It makes me, like, gives me more ideas. We could put trees. Oh, and we could have like a little wooden porch out here. A little chair. Let's do that. All right, pattern. Let's do wood. Snap, please. What layer are we on? 1 is fine. Let's go to path tool. And all of these paths, I think, are scrons as well, because they have a lot more options. But it matches the style of the stuff built into Foundry, so that's why I picked it. Consistency. I like things to be consistent. Oh, that's a bookshelf. I want... Wait, and then this is the light and shadow pack, which is different. I just want wood. Can do this actually. Too small. Two. There you go. Little wood banister. Maybe we have this. Oh, this smaller and shift, I think, to curvy. No, I like it. I was gonna put a little lantern on it, but we're just gonna put a lantern on it. Out, so. Then we'll add. I don't want those. I want the dead tree. Don't worry, this is not the dead town, so we will add leaves to it. But I was just going to add it on top. Maybe you connect some of the roofs with a rope ladder, a balcony, or a bridge to elevate your battle map. We could. This is for quick encounters though, so I like random encounters. So I don't know. I have been mapping the first couple levels of my mega dungeon while you were doing this. Oh, we're map making together. You're probably doing a better job than I am. I feel like normally, you know, what I do is I actually, dungeons are easier for sure. But I normally draw it out. Like I take a piece of grid paper and I like sketch like generally what I want to do. And then that helps me kind of not stay on task, but just make better maps in general. And guess what? I didn't do that. So here we are. So I did that so that when I go about actually put this on a different layer. When I go about removing the leaves, like when I go to destroy everything, we can just remove the leaves and then it'll be a little bit easier for me. Work smarter, not harder, as they say, I guess. I need to zoom in. Thank you. Never be afraid to combine assets together. I think that's good for that. I do think they would have dirt underneath them, though. Oops. Typing a bunch of spaces in there. I think there'd be weeds, too. Is that... like, at least in the back alleys, right? You know what we need is the scatter tool. Because weeds pop up anywhere, and they're a pain in the butt. Is it rotating? Yeah. Okay. That's good. There would be rocks. Not as many as the other, there would be rocks as well. Why is that one red? Wait a second. We have multiple colors on? We do. Just want this one. Try again. I think it does need more assets of some sort by the buildings. I'm trying to think of what else you would put next to a building. Aside from like plants, there could be statues. So again, we want this to be non-distinct. Hi. Oh, from Italy. You will be GMing your first D&D game on Foundry. Oh, you're welcome for the tutorials. I'm glad that they helped. Good luck. It's exciting. You're stepping into probably one of the best things I've ever stepped into, so good luck. I feel like it's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding too, you know? Let's... I don't want that. Just gonna put some. Isn't there a leaf one? This is flowers. There, dead leaves. Oh, that's on layer. We're on layer 4, which is not bad. Put these on layer 1 because they're kind of on the ground. I started with Foundry in June. Your tutorials on the modules you liked and used was really helpful. Good. I'm glad. I'm always open to new ideas too. I have a couple planned for Foundry tutorials, but I just haven't had time doing a lot of things as usual. I juggle a lot. Can have the roots coming out too, actually. I heard from someone, it was like that, I don't know, what you would call it, but that the roots of a tree are like everything that you see above ground is equal to what you find in the roots below ground. I don't know if that's true, but he did cut my tree down. He seemed like an expert. So you never, I feel like that would make sense because the roots of a tree really do extend far. Oh, that's huge. No, no, no. There you go. Yeah, maybe benches? Would they be wood? Oh, 2 is too big. Not on the grate, though, huh? You wouldn't have a bench right next to the grate. This reminds me of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Where, you know, you like gotta put benches around for everybody. So your people like don't get all upset. Do they have rubbish bins in medieval times? All right. What else can we add in here? I like the idea of adding ropes between buildings. I just don't know how to go about doing that in a way that makes sense. I guess down here, like this alleyway could be... Again, we don't want to make anything stand out. That's the other thing. Kind of trying to make it shift to that. Actually, no. We're in the wrong layer 2. We need to be... Let's do layer 4. Figure it out. No, it stands out too much. When I made maps for dungeons or wherever, I can't help but add barracks, dining halls, assessments, or for dwarves running water washrooms. I mean, yes, that is true, but we're not doing inside buildings right now. I'm just trying to do city streets. That's all I'm trying to do, but it's so hard to like not put too much detail in because this is for random encounters, you know? Kitchens, yes, kitchens too. If they are not there, it ruins my immersion. I don't even know if the players notice. I see. I mean, you know, inside all of these buildings could be those things, but I guess we could put an outhouse back here or something. But again, I'm trying to do it so this is if we run into stuff. It's not like this way it needs to be. It's not like they snap off. am I trying to say? What words are trying to come out of my mouth at this moment? I'm trying to make it so that I can use these in random encounters and then I can reuse them. The plan is to turn it and like rotate it, and so that we can use it for multiple things. You know, this isn't too bad though. Like, it's not the best map I've ever made, but it's a city street. Communal outhouse. Well, live on the smelly side of the street. I was thinking of this back alley. Do they have an outhouse in here? Probably not, right? What's that? Oh, it's a mouse. That's not it. Alright, so we're gonna have to make our own. Hey, here's a privy. Brown. Oh no, it's great, and you have the food wagon and the benches. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're not trying to be fancy though. Okay, you just gotta keep reminding myself I'm not trying to be fancy. An outhouse back here. Zoom in. How will they know it's an outhouse? I mean, this is a hole. We're trying. We're doing it. I need... just wood. That's a plank. That's too big. First. We're in the wrong layer. Again. Surprise. We need a floor. Oh God. What did you do today, KYLIE? My husband asked. Well, today I made an outhouse in Dungeon Draft. You know, the usual. There you go. An outhouse. I didn't put a roof on though. Can you import a JPEG into Dungeon Draft? What do you need it for? Because maybe. You can do... where is it? Here. You can do this trace image thing, and then you can put an image in the background and you can like, you know, mimic it. That's especially useful if you're like me and you hand draw it out and then you can put it in here. Or if you're copying a map from a book and you just wanted to make it bigger or digital, you can take a picture. Say I want to use Photoshop on something. I don't know. I'm not sure. That is something I'd have to honestly Google. I guess I could make a tutorial on it too, if I figured it out. Everything is content. There you go. We got an outhouse back here. We got a wagon. We could have an empty wagon somewhere too. Not everything needs to be full of stuff. Someone parks like me, a little bit crooked. All right, I think that's good. Are you happy with this? Basic level street. Nothing inside the buildings. Now we destroy it. That only took me an hour and a half. Well, like an hour, honestly, because the first 20 or so minutes was just me rambling. All right, so let's say we haven't saved it all. If we crashed, it would have been a whole thing. Where should I put this? None of those, actually. Wait, where's my Dreckenheim file? Dreckenheim. Actually, no, this is basic, huh? I have too many folders. I really need to organize my stuff. It's fine. We name this City Streets 1. I just make 4 of these. Well, you need to sign it in the corner. I won't, but make a map, then export it, then put it in Photoshop. Could I move it? Wait, could I move it back into the tool? I don't think you can. Like, if you're gonna edit it in Photoshop, you want to do it after everything's done. So I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're trying to do with that. Okay. Because obviously you can, like, people put assets in here. So there's gotta be a way you could edit an asset and put it in here. You know what I mean? I just don't know offhand because I don't draw assets. I borrow assets from other people, or I, do my own thing. Or try to just make stuff up with the built-in apps. That's what I do most of all. Okay, so here we go. There's that one. Let's also export it as a universal VTT. Grid on. There's no lighting, so export. I could make a map size asset. Yikes, that'd be big. Well, I guess it could be small. You could have a 2x2 map or something. I don't know. Okay. A WebP version. We'll worry about all the different versions later. Yeah, because I'm honestly, I didn't do the shadows. Hold on, we gotta fix this. Path tool. 50. I'm looking for shadow. Here it is. All right. This is the thing I do under. It would be a good tutorial video. How to make assets in and import them into the tool. It is on the to-do list, but again, so many things to do. Oh, okay, bye. Have a good day. Or, I don't know, night, if you're across the ocean. I'm not sure. Stay time for me, but... Okay, so snap on. Oh, it's too big. So small. 25. Yeah. Oops. This is a little detail that I will never skip doing. So it really does add a lot. Oh, we're gonna have a little bit of a double shadow there, but it'll be fine. Ugh. I could break out the other shadow things for the corners. I'm gonna have to do that because it's too straight. Just clicking, then right clicking on the second point to just plop it down and move on to the next one. Oh, the other thing we do is add colors. Playing two songs at the same time. There you go. Make that look more like a step. And that is why you use shadows. Yeah, it's so much. Alright. Here, wrong way. This way then. I think if I were a professional map maker, I would probably drive myself crazy trying to make it look hyper good. Not realistic because like it's a cartoon style, but I would try way too hard. Shadow. What is it? Shadow quarter. 25. It's hard to see it, which is the problem. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's late here in Australia. Oh, okay. Have a good night. Oh, that one's messed up. Doesn't need to be perfect, she says, and then tries to make everything perfect. I think it's because this is out. Not one. Okay. Oh, my flower beds don't have shadows. One didn't work very well up there. Unclear as to why that one didn't work. But alright. That's pretty good. Now let's destroy it. Alright. Export it again. We could add lighting too, though. We could do some stuff with colored. Because I feel like sometimes, I mean, the path is nice. Thank you. I don't know that it looks that good, but the path is okay, but I feel like it's too perfect. You know? So what I want is Scrunts. Or no, the other one. It's like Kruger's or Kroger's. K-R-A-G-E-R, Kroger's light pack. They have this colorful circle. Oops. I do that every time I try to pick a color. Quality of life thing. But you can kind of fade them out this way, you know? Using these colored ones, although some of them are broken. My small ones have always been broken and always red, which I'm sure I could probably just update and it'll fix. Well, actually, the middle would be more worn down. I was about to put that on the edge, but the middle would be more worn down because that's where people are walking. I'm actually gonna make it bigger too. Are there any free asset pack repositories? Yes. I don't know those offhand. There are some. The problem, again, I'm particular, so I like to have everything match. So that's the biggest issue for me, because I typically don't get packs that don't look somewhat like the asset packs already in here. You know? But that said, there are plenty of packs where they like provide better assets and more assets than what Dungeon Draft has already. And they all match, and then they have like hundreds of them. So I can't remember the one off the top of my head, but I really like it. I just, again, I already use the regular Dungeon Draft stuff. So I rather have assets that match with Dungeon Draft stuff. The other thing, there's one more, what is it called? It's really cute. It's kind of cutesy. Oh, 2 Minute Tabletop. They have like their own set of assets and stuff, and their maps are always like really pretty. But I think they're kind of too cutesy for every game, you know? So, you know, use at your own discretion there. I want to add more dirt underneath these guys too. Doesn't matter that much right now. This one. But it will later. Oh, yeah. I think I support them on Patreon as well. Although I just cleared out a bunch of things recently because I was supporting way too many. I want to support so many people, but then I also don't follow up on the rewards. So then I'm just paying people money for nothing, which is fine. But I wanted to like limit that a little bit because I had planned some big trips this year, and some of those did not happen. Or aren't gonna happen, but I wanted to, you know, have extra cash. So, because even though you guys have to watch ads occasionally, they don't pay me that much on YouTube. So, all right, I think it's done. I think we're actually done. Final say. Okay, City Streets 1, save. Yes, replace it. Save it as a WebP. I should make a night version too. Yeah. No, don't leave yet. I'm still not done. I mean, you can't leave. You can leave whenever you want. But, export this as a WebP as well. City Streets, because now we have to destroy the map to make it Dreckenheimian. Dreckenheimian? Is that? Only been using Dungeon Draft for a couple months. Yeah, and I think when I first started, I watched a whole bunch of tutorials too, because it was really hard to get the knack of in the beginning for me. Although I had it like early on. Pretty early on. I can't remember exactly when. All right, now let's destroy everything. All right, so we need to create... Oh, yeah, see, I don't see ads either because I also have a premium subscription. But time to make it messy. So some of these are still intact. I like this one a lot, so I'm leaving it intact. I think this one can stay intact. We destroy this one here. We destroy this one on the corner too. The flower beds, oops, should be empty. Don't delete it though. Let's just Separate it. Oops. Oh, hello. Sometimes the music gets crazy. There you go. Apparently have to move the dirt. Separate. Hi. Dead trees. Barrels can stay. This would be empty. Okay, replace some of these benches in a minute. Separate. And then hello, delete. Why will that one not delete? Weird. Separate. Hi. None of them are deleting now. What did I do? There you go. We can have some of these. We're gonna break this as well. I feel like there's no no plant life in Dreckenheim. Weeds, maybe. Weeds are hardy. They're like cockroaches. They don't go away. Alright, already looks so bad. Oh, there's this little bush here. Goodbye. Okay. So there's that. Now let's break things. Shall we? We need to break the doors and stuff. Like, look at this. This is like completely destroyed. But it does have windows. And they just, what they did was they piled the rubble on top of the wall to cover it up. Interesting way of doing it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit the points. This. And then can we delete sections of it? Yeah, but that's what happens. That's okay. We're gonna delete this whole building then. And we're gonna do it with this. Actually, we have broken floorboards, so let's do that. Snap on. Ooh, too many broken boards. Don't worry, we'll fix it. Turn off the grid. Yep. Let's do this first. Okay, bye. All right, so we've got some broken floor. Let's add some walls. Are we doing this? We need to make it so it's like no. Oh, that's a door. We need that to be a window. I wasn't looking. I was just clicking. There, that's a window. And then we need some broken windows and doors on the ground. And then this too. So what they did on here, try to zoom in for you guys. So they kind of just covered the walls in debris, which still gives it a feeling of, you know, being broken and dismantled. So we're gonna do that, but in our own ways. We're gonna add so we need to get rid of this. We need to go to rocks. Okay. B1. All right, and we need this to be above the walls. Yeah, actually, there's a rubble one, I think. E. Can I change the color of these? No. Okay. We should do the scatter tool. It's literally just rocks everywhere. We will add some wood and stuff too. That's pretty much all they did here. Even on some of these too. Which is a good point. Okay. All right, so there's that. Let's do some little rocks everywhere as well. Turn the snap off so we can get more precise with it. I say as I just slap rocks everywhere. All right, now we need broken wood as well. I need it to be this color. Yeah, to match. I forget you can change the colors. Hi, Flinty. He's back on the desk. Yes, hi, buddy. Please don't hit the mouse. Come over here. Oh. Okay. Don't hit the coffee either, please, buddy. All right, shattering and destroying all the things. That's what we're doing. Let's do this. Dirt. Okay. Ouch, Flanky. Alrighty. I know, buddy. Okay, crates. Empty. Empty sacks. Okay, barrels. Made this one empty now. And make this the door that fell off of the porta potty. And then let's add some glass too. Let's do this and scatter tool, use glass. And add this. Are all of these base D&D or Dungeon Draft assets? No. So most of them are. Almost anything that has like a little eyedropper tool here in the top right, I don't know if you can see that, are probably from Scronts. which they have free versions of their apps, but they also have, it's a lot of paid apps as well, or paid assets as well. But they have the same style as D&D, like, or D&D. You typed DD, so I was like, threw my brain off there. But they have a lot of similar style, so it makes it a little bit easier to kind of mesh with other things. So yeah, I use that as well. But most of the ones up until this bottom portion, like you can see, like all of these have a little eyedropper tool. He makes his so that you can pretty much color anything, any color, which is really nice. They do blend really well, so it's like, and that's my thing. I like to use the base assets as much as I can, because I'm familiar with them and I like the style. But you know, it's hard to, there's really not a lot of assets there, and you have to either fudge it or make up your own stuff. So I like that some of these are like more generic, and some of them are more specific too. But they also offer like a lot of different like wood and stone pillars and like all this stuff that I've used to like make look like other things a lot. So highly recommend. Bench is what I'm looking for. Trying to see if there's a broken version. There's not. So we're gonna have to make one. The usual. Okay. So if you look at this is what it looks like. So we're gonna try to make that, but broken. I do that every time. I want this to be the eyedropper tool, and it's not. Not quite. Ouch. Flint keeps... No, buddy. Don't touch. He's trying to get bracelets now. Okay, I think I'm destroying it well. Hard to say. Actually, keep that one there. Get rid of this one. I think it needs more rubble. Like, look how much rubble is in this Dreckenheim one. Like, it is everywhere. Even piles in the middle of the street. Which I guess could offer unique opportunities for cover. Oh, we should break a wagon too. That's a good idea. So we need... Thought they have a broken wagon. Yeah. here. Let's just type broken and see what comes up, actually. Yeah, this is good too. Broken furniture. Alrighty. Quite a bit now. I guess we could throw pots and stuff in here, but dishes and glassware. Some stuff wouldn't be broken though. The other thing is we should have we should do one with layers in case we do need inside of a building they find in Dreckenheim. But I think that one will require more thinking. So I'll have to think. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to draw it out. I think that'll be the best way of doing that. Okay. I think this looks pretty good. Now let's make it look eerier. So we're gonna add, we're gonna go to the map settings. Could do that. Add a layer of something, but I'll do that. That adds a little bit onto the walls, like dust and grime and stuff. But I want to... here it is. Filters. Oh, no, that's not it. Is it under light? Yes. Environment. Oh, still hit the wrong one. So ambient light needs to be kind of purpley, but I just need it to be more black and white. So we might actually have to take this out and put it into Foundry. You know, pull the saturation out of it. Yeah, because this is going to do too much to it. So let's try this instead. Light tool. Could use that. For like purpley crystals. I don't want to do that too much though. So let's use these big circles. I think, though... Ouch, Flighty, stop, you're hurting. I think that's what they did, though, here. The more I look at this, so just zoom in on this particular portion. You see this right here? It doesn't go, the purple light doesn't go beyond, which is what suggests to me that this is a purple light. So I think we are going to do some light effects to match, and we'll make it a purpley pink. it needs to be darker though. Then we'll just change the kind. Yeah, see, that looks better. And then we can change the saturation. I do think they added something to make it darker, but we're gonna do this. Ouch, Flinty. He ran away. Okay. Let's add another color. Like a pink. This is a very intense song. Now let's also do blue. Okay, so we added some lights. Let's also add some darkness. We might have to do that in the objects, sky, and make it black, but not that dark. Let's do 25. Okay, so there's that. Now let's play with the environment and see if I can get it to feel more like theirs. It's too purpley. Trying to mess with this color. Yeah, it still seems like too much. What if I just do a little bit darker? We go back in here. Let's add some light. This is always like the hardest part. Trying to make something match a certain style. All right, I think I'm doing pretty well. I think we need some haze. A haze of some sort, right? That we might have to do inside of Dungeon Draft. Because Dungeon Draft, or not inside of Dungeon Draft, inside of Foundry, because Foundry has that kind of smoky effect, but we'll see. Smoke, how about fog? Mist. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like that. If I had it, it'd be in the packs. Yeah, nothing like that. Okay, so I think that will be a... let's see. Unless there's anything in materials. No. Has, probably not. Just checking to make sure there's nothing that I could do for like a fog mist effect before I call it here. And then I would take this. I'm obviously going to pop it into Photoshop and then decrease the saturation just slightly. Yeah, there's nothing. Unless... yeah. Nothing for mist. So, I think that's where we're going to call it. I'll put the grid back on. That's what it looks like. Yeah, we'll call it there. I think, though, I can actually probably just show you guys what I'm thinking. Lighting off. Yeah, we need it on. Okay. Or import it into Foundry and you guys can see what that'll look like. We should put some Drakenheim music on. I have a playlist for that in here. This is my Drakenheim playlist. Literally, it's just ambiance. Okay, so this is good. Oh. Crap. Wow, it's okay. I think I just saved over the original city street, which will suck, but it's fine. And let's go ahead and import it in here. I bet you I have no modules turned on because this is not one we play online. Yeah. I really need to clean up. I don't even use half of these. There you go. Eerie. Okay, so 9. Actually, I think I put it in. And we'll name this Streets. Well, actually, I'll name it City Streets 2, because it's a different one. It'll probably take a minute. And then I'll show this off and we'll call it a day. Made 2 maps. Actually, though, I'm going to rotate the map and import it again. Configure. Grid needs to be white. Actually, oops. Because I use this on a TV and you can't see the black. Oh, did it not save? There we go. We need to not pad it. And then change the background color to black. No token vision, no fog exploration. Okay. Now I think I'm still gonna take it and decrease saturation a little bit, but I'll at least show this. I'm going to go into light animation, and I think it's called fog. Yeah, swirling fog. Ooh. We want to change the color. Not constrained by walls. And then we can change the color. Okay, there we go. And actually, let's make it just a little lighter. There we go. I think we can we use this to take out the saturation? Yes. Okay. Yeah. But it's still a little bit too bright. Okay, that was this. No? This one. So I could turn it off too. I think it needs to be darker. Animation. There you go. So now we have a mist. And it looks on par with this one. Not perfect. I think I did turn these off. No. So that's the thing they do too. So they just like darkened everything. We could copy this light and put it on this one. Oh, they changed what it is. cool. So I can do that. Like I could go in here and change the animation. Hey, there you go. Figured out some stuff. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. Like it belongs. In Drakenheim. Alright. Enough sadness. What do you got here? How this? Nope. Alright. I made a map. Then we destroyed the map. And I have it for Drakenheim. I want to make 3 or 4 more. Gonna aim for 4. 5 if I'm ambitious. And I think I'll provide some of these for free. But I'm also planning on putting some of these in my magazine. So expect that to come out soon. And I'll probably put the Drakenheim ones up for free though, because they're very specific. All right. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining and hanging out with me in this map making stream. And look, I ended like 15 minutes early. So, you know, I thought it would take longer to make more maps. So